I'm going to show you a pattern of breathing which I'd like you to practice morning and evening. It will take about 5 minutes morning and evening, 30 cycles of this particular pattern. It's pursed lip breathing based on pranayama yoga. It involves you blowing a thin stream of air. Imagine you're blowing through a drinking straw, and so a long thin stream of air at an imaginary candle about there. Let's try and feel what you do. Good. When you get to the end of your breath, close your lips, pause for one, and in through the nose. Just do a couple more of those if you would. Now, we need to add one or two other elements to the breathing exercise, one of which may be that after you've been doing this for a few days and you feel comfortable with it, add in counting, silent counting in your head, so that as you're breathing out, you're going to count to yourself silently, 100, 200, 300, until you get to the end of the breath. Then there'll be a pause, and then in. We want to get to a pattern where you are taking twice as long to exhale as inhale. That may take you some weeks. That's fine. Now I want to show you a few ways in which you can restrain overactivity of the accessory breathing muscles as you inhale, and I'll give you 3, 4 or 5 different choices and you choose which ones suit you. So the first one would be just to put your forearms on the arms of the chair, and when you're continue with the exercise, and when you're inhaling, after your pause, after the exhale, lightly, very lightly, ounces, grams only, push down with the forearms against the chair, and that will restrain the shoulder muscles. And then you release that little bit of pressure as you're breathing out again. So it's only on the in-breath. Good. Another choice will be to take your hands and interlock the fingers, like that, yeah. So the pads of the fingers, and rest that on your lap. So the pads of the fingers, as you inhale, will lightly, lightly press against the back of your hands. And that will restrain a kinetic chain of muscles, which will stop the shoulders from moving. So that's again, as you breathe in, you push with the pads of your fingers. Just push with the pads, and that's perfect. A third choice would be sit back in the chair and imagine you're lying on a beach. Put your hands behind your neck and lean back. And imagine you're on a beach and you do the whole sequence in that position. That effectively shuts down those muscles. So again, you're breaking the connection between in-breath and overactivity of those muscles. So you do, if that's the one that pleases you, you do that one. A fourth choice, so we could have you sitting well forward on the chair and let your hands hang down so the palms are forward, and on the in-breath you would lightly turn so the thumbs point backwards. Again, that will restrain all of this. Terrific. And you let that go as you're exhaling and repeat it as you inhale. That's called Brugge's position. So when you've finished, we'll try another position. If you could stand, and just stand with, I can see your back, that's lovely. Hold your wrist. Exhale fully through pursed lips. And then as you inhale, lightly pull down on your wrist to restrain activity in the shoulders. And then as you're exhaling, release that pull. And that's your other choice. You've now got 5 choices, and use them in any way you like as long as you build them into your breathing pattern.